Hi, I'm Steve Rowe, CEO at Oaknoll. I'm recording this video the morning of Friday, June 23rd, and it will be uploaded and available to you later today. I'm sorry that we're getting this out to you a little bit later this week. There's just been a lot going on, including us participating in a golf tournament yesterday to support the Lions Club here locally in Iowa City. Greg Jones and I had the opportunity to golf with 6 of our Oaknoll residents. We had 2 teams at Finkbine yesterday and had a very good time and endured the heat through the course of the day, but had a lot of fun playing golf together. So that was a good thing. I mentioned in my last recording on June 6th that I was going to be attending a human resources conference with our HR department, and it was a really good experience. It was by far the biggest conference that I have ever attended. There were somewhere between 22 and 25,000 people in attendance from all over the world. The general sessions were just absolutely enormous, and the general session that stuck out the most to me was Mitch Albom. Some of you might know him as an author. He wrote the book Tuesdays with Morrie, probably about 20 years ago now, and that book kind of chronicled the last year that he spent with one of his old college professors. He would go visit that gentleman every Tuesday and just kind of learn from him as his professor was slowly passing away. So that book was Tuesdays with Morrie. His most recent book is called The Stranger in the Lifeboat, and Mitch talked a little bit about his life experiences that kind of led him to writing that book, and I just found it really interesting. One of the breakout sessions that I attended was on the topic of diversity, equity, and inclusion. That session was led by Stacy Gordon, who is a consultant and author of the book called Unbiased. And it was a really good session. What I took out of that was a really simple model for DEI efforts, and she talked about going from unconscious bias to being conscious of your bias to being consciously inclusive, and then finally being unconsciously inclusive. And I just thought that framework was a really good one as we think about our own DEI efforts here at Oaknoll. And I think we are, in some respects, at all 4 of those stages, just kind of depending on the circumstance. So I just found that helpful to me as I think about our efforts going forward. And I'm really glad that I attended that conference with Chrissy and Andrew. The COVID update today is going to be very quick. We have had 1 employee out with COVID. That individual is back at work today, and as far as I know, we don't have any residents who are COVID positive at the moment, and we haven't had for at least the last couple of months, so that is good. I want to thank everybody who attended the block party last Friday, and especially the events planning team for putting on such a great event. We were kind of scrambling around on Thursday with the anticipated air quality warnings for Friday being really kind of dangerous due to the Canadian wildfires. And the team made the decision to postpone the event on Thursday. We were going to postpone Friday's block party, and fortunately Friday morning when we all woke up, the situation outside had changed pretty dramatically, and it was safe to hold the event. And the weather turned out to be just absolutely perfect for that type of party. So again, thanks to the events planning team and to all of you who attended. I hope you had a great time. I know that April and I certainly did, as we brought our dogs in to do a little bit of a visit with everyone. So thanks to that team. On Saturday, our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion team hosted a booth at the Iowa City Pride Fest. There were people working in that booth, setting it up as early as 9 o'clock Saturday morning, all the way through the end of the event, kind of late Saturday afternoon. And we had a lot of residents and staff members that kind of hosted in the booth through the course of the day. So thanks to everybody there, and a special thank you to our EVS director, Josiah Miller-Dorer. Josiah really coordinated all the efforts in getting us to that event, and he had the staffing schedule and everything all lined up for us. So thank you, Josiah, for your work there. Then this past Tuesday, we had the first of our summer concerts in the Spring Building Courtyard. I got to do a debut of the new courtyard and the new stage, and got some positive feedback from the performer, Kevin Burt. So thanks to Dining Services and the events planning team again for putting on a great event. It sounds like everybody enjoyed it, and we have our next concert is coming up this Tuesday. It's the first one at our East Campus, and it is the Van Holstein Jazz Trio that will be performing. The meal that night is a build-your-own salad with chicken, salmon, or portobello mushroom. So please come and enjoy the music and food. We're looking forward to the second concert of the year at East next Tuesday. I want to share a brief business update as we get close to the end of our fiscal year next Friday, June 30th. As of this moment, we have already hit our full year entrance fee goal. It was somewhere about $5.5 million of life care contracts that we hoped to sign during the course of this year, and we are currently at 108% of our full year goal. So we've already surpassed it, and we have possibly one more contract that will happen next week, which would get us to about 112% if that actually comes through. So thanks to all of you who shared the word when we had available apartments. We don't have much open right now, but that's the right problem for us to have. I think that's all I have for you today. Hope you're all doing well. When I talk with you again in 2 weeks, it'll be the beginning of July already, and the year is half gone. So hope you're doing well, and we'll talk with you again in 2 weeks. Bye.